This is the notebook Macbook Air 13-inch. I would show this is a brand new notebook. I'll demonstrate what's the way to start this and how it works, and a little review about this. I've shared another video about the technical specifications and unboxing of this device, and this is more giving you first-hand
contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
So as you start, this is the first screen which comes. So it will boot, and I kept it in sleep mode. So just I opened the lid and then started. And first is it shows the country or region setting. So this is the keyboard. Let me just slightly rub it. I got it tested in the showroom by the salesperson. So just rubbing it, cleaning it for just precaution purpose. Now this is the start screen. So I will choose the country. For the region setting, it now asks for the preferred language, and yes, as this is already told, the device, when it starts, there is an audio playback which says if you want to enable the screen reader or voice, uh, what you call is the voice based instructions for people with accessibility needs, so then that could be turned on. And then I will choose the language and continue. By default, I see India and Indian English was selected. Now it's asking, is there any accessibility requirement for me? I would say not now. And then it's trying to set up the Wi-Fi. I'll choose the Wi-Fi, and I'll just use the password. So let me configure the Wi-Fi. I see it has detected various Wi-Fi network, both 5G based and 4 band networks, Wi-Fi network. Then I will choose next so that it will connect to the Wi-Fi. So you need to enter the password, and then it will try to connect to the network. So it's doing right now. It's taking some time, and now I see the data and privacy. Some important details like this icon appears when Apple features ask you to use personal information. So this is the privacy, I believe, no, the GDPR compliance related content. Now you can click learn more, look into more details of this. So it talks about various softwares and their privacy policies, data protection and privacy policies. I'll continue. Then there is a migration assistant. So if you want to migrate from a Windows PCs, this is how you transfer your information. This is good. I found it in this software. So if you already have another Mac, you can use Time Machine Backup and or a startup disk, and then transfer your information. And the same is also possible from a Windows PC as well. So I don't have any specific need to transfer my previous data. I have everything backed up in Google Drive, OneDrives, and Dropbox, etc. So I don't need this. But yes, if you have a previous MacBook, you want to transfer your settings, then that will be handy. But I want to set up this up from fresh. So it now, when I proceed, says you want to connect to the AC power, because right now it's running on the battery power, and for migration it's recommended to connect to the AC power. So I'll click cancel. Now I'll say not now, because yeah, I don't want to migrate. And then it asks you to sign in with your Apple ID. I can skip. I would like to set this up later, not now. So I will set up later. So this is used, Apple ID is used to sign in to the App Store or to the iCloud and use various Apple services. So I can skip this. I will do this later. Then talks about the terms and condition of macOS software, shows the license agreement and hardware warranty details. So I say agree. I've read and agreed to the macOS software license agreement. Yes, I will agree. And then I can create password, set up a password for this device. So I can put my full name, account name, and this will be the name of the home folder. So it could be Mac. You can use my Mac or home. You can use some short word to be more convenient, because this will be name of your home folder and you will be seeing it in the prompt. Then you can set up a password just to prevent your device to be used by someone else and take advantage of your data. And you can put a password hint as well. So let me set this up and get back. So I have now set up my information, which is the full name and the account name and the password. Don't need a hint for the password. I would remember it properly, so I can skip this optional information. And then there is this express setup. So here, this features and settings below will be set up for you, which is align maps. And then it also has analytics. It will capture some analytics so that they want to improve the experience. Basically, they will see what activities you are doing anonymously. The data will be sent. So here, ask Siri dictation and privacy details. So Siri is designed to protect your information and enable you to choose what you share. So there are various details about when you make a request to Siri or sends Siri some data, it will respond to your request, and this dictation will be sent to Apple to process your request. So in addition to the audio recordings, your device will also send data such as your contact names, nicknames, relationships. If you set up in your contact, and music and podcasts you enjoy, name of your family sharing members, names of accessories, homes, scenes, and members of the shared home in the home app, labels of items such as people names in the photos, alarm names, and names of reminders list, names of apps installed on your device, and shortcuts you added through Siri. So this is about what all it will share information with Apple. I go next, I say continue. It's asked to share crash and usage data with app developers. You can check or uncheck based on, I just want to not do this at this time of, so I just proceed. Then there is screen time. So you will get weekly reports about how much screen time you are spending. This is for health hazard prevention, and no, just you don't get addicted. It is good report to get insights about how much screen time you are spending. Then it talks about that it will also share downtimes and app limits. You can schedule time away from the screen and set up daily time limits for your apps or app category, so you don't waste your time, for example, on Facebook or on any other apps like YouTube, which may be wasting your productive time. Then there is content and privacy restrictions. There is screen time passcode. Manage screen time for children's for your Mac or iOS device, or use a screen time passcode on your child's device. So this is again a good feature. I see that you can set up screen time passcode if your child or your children are using it. And there is you can restrict settings for contacts, contents, and purchase and downloads as well. So I can set this up later. I'm just moving forward. So then it says Siri helps you get things done. So Siri can also make suggestions before you ask in apps, search, and keyboards. So I'll say enable Ask Siri. I move further, and then it's talking about setting up Hey Siri. So let me set up Hey Siri, or I can do it later as well. So I can say set up Hey Siri later. Then I can improve the Siri and dictation so that it can adjust to my voice. So this helps Apple improve Siri and dictation by allowing Apple to store your audio information. So yeah, this is the preference. Apple will store your audio recording, and you can decide to share or do not share your audio recordings. I don't have any problem with storing my audio recordings, when I will be saying things like hello Siri, how are you. So for dictation and for research purpose, this could be stored by Apple and reviewed. I don't have any objection. Based on what you want, you can select either to share audio recordings or not to share. Maybe if you are a good voice or artist, you may not want to share, but otherwise, I don't see any reason why anyone would not share the audio recording. Now, this is your Touch ID. So, there is a fingerprint sensor. So, I place my finger, it asks me to lift my finger, and again, I add, it will scan for the fingerprint. I have to do this repeatedly, and as I do, it detects my fingerprint, and once it is done, it'll let me know. So it is suggesting me to let it this read the edges of the fingers so that it becomes more accurate. So I have done this multiple times. Better to place your fingers slightly in a different way each time so that it can get more accurate. Now it's done, and you can choose how it should appear. So there is a light mode, dark mode, and auto mode. So this is about appearance of your dock, the menus, the buttons, and windows. And your look and feel of the operating system will get changed based on this setting. So for the time being, let me use dark mode. I think this is mass. So it's less straining to your eyes, and probably it saves the power as well. I continue. So now this is a two-tone display, and the display will automatically adjust to the ambient light conditions and make colors appear consistent in different environment. So this is about the display, and there is this see without true tone display, or you can click and click this to see the difference. I think, yeah, this don't require any setting. And now this is my MacBook, which got started now, and I see various apps. So this is system preferences, and there are other applications as well. So I was also told that I'll get Microsoft Office, with this licensed one, uh, with this MacBook, which would be Office 2019, and it should be student version. So this is Finder, this is Launchpad, where I can launch various apps. So I see this is all pre-installed default out of the box apps which I get. So I see GarageBand, memos, iMovies, dictionary, etc. already there. Then there are more apps, which is MIDI setup, chess, and some games and some graphics apps, stickies for note taking, your activity monitor, terminal, script editor, automator. So these are various apps which you get by default. So you see maps, your email, messages, photos, FaceTime for video conferencing, calendar, contacts, reminders, notes, Apple TV, music, podcast, keynote. Then this is numbers, spreadsheet. This for presentation, keynote. This pages, a word editor. And this is the app store where you can get more apps. This is the download folder, and then the thresh. So this is about the uh, device and various installed software. Let me see what is about this Mac. This is important. So I see Mac OS Big Sur installed, version 11.2.3. Then this is Macbook Air M1 2020. This was released in 2020, now around mid of 2020. It has chipset which is Apple M1, memory 8 GB. This is the serial number, and built-in retina display. So these specifications I have already read in the previous video. It has storage, out of which around I'd say 28 GB is already taken up by the operating system. So out of 256 GB you will get 217, which is I believe first 5-6 is used by the system software. Then you are left with 245 GB and various default utilities or applications which I just showed you. They take up around 28 GB. So what you are available with is 217 GB. So this is what you get in this variant. There's a variant with 512 memory as well. So if you want, you can pay a little extra and get more memory in your device. So this is all about MacBook first launch of this laptop, and I'll make more videos later about various applications. In case you have any queries or comments or any feedback about this device, feel free to share it in the comments. Have a nice day. Enjoy your time. Bye.